At the Inbound Conference, we talk about challenges with growing a business, dyeing my hair, websites versus social media, and what's the next big thing in social.
How's everybody doing? Thanks so much for watching the last show. If you haven't seen that yet, please check it out. I hope we provided a link down below, but definitely take a look at that video. We're here in Boston right now. It looks awesome. We're here at the Inbound 15 conference for HubSpot, and wanted to try to do a couple more questions today. So I got John over here is helping me out. John, let's get into these questions.
Drew asks, for online marketing, do you find that you have a heavy focus on social media like Facebook, or do you enhance websites to be easier to find in Google searches?
Great question, Drew. It's definitely kind of a little bit of a chicken before the egg question, like what should we be doing more of, more on social, or how should my website be for SEO and search engines? You know, really the answer comes down to what's going to be best for the user. So if you drive people from social media, are they going to get to a website that they're like, what the heck is going on? And it'll make them leave a lot faster. Or are they going to have an awesome experience when they get to that website that makes them dive in a lot deeper? Also, having a site that's optimized for SEO is really, really important. But really it comes down to, have you written it for the person first and then the search engine second?
Dylan asks, what is your biggest challenge you face in a new business/retention efforts to find and keep quality and stable client base?
Awesome question, Dylan. So basically, it's all about growth, right? You know, how do you grow quickly without compromising what you're delivering, but also how do you make sure you're supporting yourself to grow, if I'm understanding correctly? You know, really, Dylan, it all comes down to gauging your team and assessing your clients. Are your clients experiencing an awesome experience that's amazing and they're able to tell other people about it? Also, is your team stressed out, worried all the time that you guys are going to either take on too much work or that you guys are going to be able to keep delivering top results? So as long as you're polling both of those audiences really well, I don't think you should have anything to worry about. But it really comes down to, are you communicating to get that level of detail?
Chrissy asks, when are you going to dye your hair a vibrant color?
When am I going to dye my hair? So for those of you who don't know, my wife's hair is bright purple, and it's definitely something you can notice very quickly. So I like the question, Christine. Well done. As of right now, you know, it doesn't really fit with my brand. You know, Sarah, that's kind of her brand, is the bright purple thing. I have a lot of purple shirts, and so every time I wear a purple shirt, people are like, oh, look, you're matching. And they think that they're like the first person who's ever noticed that. But after a year and a half, turns out it happens pretty frequently. No, but for me, I like the way my hair is right now. Maybe I'll get some really cool glasses one of these days, like these, some other bright colors. I don't know. I'm just going to keep you guessing.
Will asks, what's the next big thing in social?
Next big thing in social. So if you're not on Snapchat, I definitely suggest you should get on Snapchat, and here's why. Snapchat, although it got a lot of crazy connotations at first for kind of being the inappropriate platform where people would share information, private information about themselves, it's kind of evolved because really it's where the attention is. You know, on Instagram, something like that, you're sitting there scrolling, right? You're looking past. You may not even spend a second on some photos as you scroll by. But Snapchat, because it only lasts for like 7 seconds, you might sit there for that whole 7 seconds watching every part of it. So it's definitely worth it. I think what's going to happen is we're going to keep evolving and we're going to keep moving towards more instantaneous, not lasting content that is there 1 minute and gone the next. And what it'll cause people to do is pay a lot more attention to the pieces of content that are disappearing. So whether that's pictures or videos or whatever, like Snapchat, I think we're going to see a rise in platforms like that. And as the audience follows, businesses will also start to follow and monetize it. Awesome. Well, great show, guys. Thanks so much for asking some of your questions. As you can tell, you can ask me about anything, and I'd be happy to try to provide some answers. Luke, I still have to get back to you on how many licks it takes to get to the center of a Tootsie Pop. Don't worry, I'm doing a lot of research. I kind of got sidetracked last time and ate the last one without really keeping track. But feel free to ask me anything. If you want to ask about sales, business, marketing, my dog, my hair, as was done here, doesn't matter. Feel free to comment below, ask a question, and I'll try to answer it as soon as possible.